Alright, so it's been months, probably like 9 or something, since I've done a update on my city. Some of you may be wondering why it's been so long. Like, did I just abandon it? Did I forget or something? No, it's literally because I ran out of parts. I have big plans for my city, like really big plans, sprawling designs and all this, and I can't I couldn't execute them for the most part of 2023 because I simply just didn't have the parts. So I spent most of the year actually buying sets and parts and all this and that, so I could restart my city project. Not restart, but continue. So, and by the time I did all this, it was around like late 2023, like November or something. So I just decided to wait till the turn of 2024 so I can kind of do like a fresh start, picking it up at the beginning of this year. But yeah, I actually wanted to also take this video to not only explain why my city project has been not necessarily dead, but quiet for the past few months, but also to explain the plans that I have for it. So let's go over that real quick. So starting out, I think I'm going to move the fire station across the street. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because on that entire side of the road, it's just the police tower, fire station, and UN military base. That's it. Just the three big buildings with no no other like civilian type buildings either. I don't know. I just don't really like the vibe that gives with just those three. So yeah, I'm gonna move that across. Now when it comes to the civilian side per se, I think I'm going to upgrade or redo a lot of these buildings. Now I know I've done this a lot with these, especially with the coffee shop and hotel, but the reason I've always been doing this is because there used to be train tracks behind this side of the road, and I did plan to have train tracks loop around the entire city, but that would have been a bit too expensive, and I had more important projects that needed as funding per se. So yeah, I removed that. So now I can like fully go in there and like really add depth to these buildings and stuff. But yeah, I think they'll come out looking a lot better and a lot more detail, and I think you'll really enjoy that more. Now when it comes to new buildings, I have the city center or epicenter that's already kind of under construction. Now most of this is mostly placeholder. I plan to redo this also, or really start building it fully, and it'll look much better than this. Like the park per se, I'm gonna scrap that, redo that. Same with that tan tower, which obviously is still under construction, but we'll probably also redo how that looks in general, how that will end up looking, besides with the blocky shape it has right now. So across from the main section of the epicenter, there's going to be a break-off part that will be connected using a sky bridge, which is a concept I really like and wish was included in other cities in real life and Lego ones. So I think that would be really fun and cool to see, and as part of the main big building of my city per se. And also there's going to be a bank right next to that break-off section, because just like every city needs a fire station and police station, every city needs a bank. But outside of that, those are the main key points that will be happening, updates that will be happening to my city, outside of adding a parking garage in between my UN base and the epicenter. But yeah, if any of this is of interest to you and you're not already, make sure to subscribe. See you, everyone.